Alright, what's up guys? And today I have a video where basically I was just on my phone, chilling, vibing, and then I come across this article that says that China is using anal swabs as a way for testing for COVID-19, and I was like, what? That makes absolutely no sense. Of course it's just China, but at the moment I think it's only gonna be China. Um they said that was a better way than your traditional throat one, and and obviously it clearly makes no sense. I mean, or at least from a common sense point. But I mean, I don't know. They're just. I mean, it's China. Like they could literally just be pulling some bullshit out of their literal ass. But because that just, in my opinion, that just doesn't make sense. Because like, why would? But obviously they said that they won't be doing it to too many people. Only like on because they probably won't be doing it on any famous people or like rich people because they find like it's well, yeah, it's very embarrassing to know that that you basically have to get a swab and get it shoved up your ass like a prostate exam, but instead of a finger it's a fucking swab. All right, I just saw the more of the article and I saw that they show you, or they tell you in the article how they actually do it, and they basically get like a 2 inch, possibly I think 3 inch too, but I don't know. Well, it's either 2 to 3, but swab, and basically they 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 put it in the rectum or whatever, and then after they put it, they start rotating it around. I think they by rotating, I'm assuming that they probably touch the walls of the rectum and just start. It's so weird. In my opinion, holy shit, I'm not about to get that. I'd rather just do a traditional throat one method because I do not want a swab being like moved, like, oh, and then touching your walls of your fucking rectum. I mean, that feels so fucking weird. Jesus Christ. I guess it would be a warm up, I guess you could say, for the prostate exam when I'm older, but who the fuck knows about that? Alright, well, they're actually starting to make some sort of sense. So basically, they said that basically this could only probably be used in asymptomatic people that basically means that they have COVID in their body, but they're not showing any symptoms, so they just look like, oh, you don't look like you have COVID. But they said that COVID-19 tends to linger more in your rectum than your traditional throat one for some reason. So basically, there's also no chance of this coming to the U.S. because they're just saying that it's even China themselves said that it wasn't very convenient. They really only want to do it on people that they're like, you know what, you seem like you're asymptomatic. So let's go ahead and, I mean, the thing is that like I think they still have to have consent. They're not just gonna shove a swab up your rectum just because they believe you're asymptomatic. So even then, I don't think it's very convenient. Because I honestly, personally, I wouldn't really want one. Honestly, I mean, Jesus Christ, I do. It's just not really just. It's just I wouldn't want to do it. Alright, if anybody watches this video, I mean, tell me in the comments below if you would if you would do an or anal swab COVID test, or not. You would just decline and be like, nah, I don't care. I want to save my dignity. Alright, so I want to move on to another COVID story, and this would be that I don't know why the U.S. took this long to do this, but basically they said that they passed I guess like a little mini law that you basically have to wear a mask, and you're required to wear any sort of a mask during any public transportation. That means metro, buses, taxis, airplanes, anything that's public, or that I mean that you have to take with other people basically. So that I don't know why it took almost an entire year to start doing that. That should have been something that should have been just straight off the bat, like the first thing, like common sense. But whatever. I guess the government lacks common sense. All right. So basically, I just saw this event that happened on Thursday night. That basically like there's like one I think 1,600 vaccines ready to be taken, and there was a freezer failure. So that means that these vaccines need to be constantly refrigerated, if not or freeze, if not they expire and they're not going to be very good. So they saw that it was a um that there was a freezer failure, and basically they told anybody around like 12 to 1 in the morning in Seattle, basically get your ass over here if you want a COVID-19 vaccine, because these are not gonna last very long. And they basically went over there, and that's just sad that that happened. People still don't know why it happened, why that freezer hit. It was just probably a malfunction. I doubt it. Or who the fuck knows at this point? It could be anything at this point. Somebody did it on purpose just to be a straight up evil person. But who knows? Talking about the COVID-19 vaccine, U.S. Representative Stephen Lynch, he put a vaccine, one of the vaccines that there is out there. I think he put the Pfizer one. I forgot. I don't know how you say that. The Pfizer company, the one that starts with the P. And basically, he put it in. He tested for COVID already. So either the test is fucking up, or he the vaccine is not working. Maybe. I mean, I know the fact that like even though you put the vaccine, there's still a slight chance that you might get it. But I mean, like, that's still kind of like a little suspicious. But we'll see. All right, this could be quite potentially kind of dangerous. The fact is, some scientists found a lot of people, and I think it's true that COVID came from animals and then it jumped into humans. So what people looks like some scientists are already trying to kind of like jump the gun and try to stop this COVID, because there's this supposedly very dangerous COVID strain, or I don't know what it is. It's just COVID that is in Kenya with camels. So basically, but they're saying that the climate there is making them it's making it very rough for them, and not only that, but also the camels are kind of refusing to like take any tests. I mean, they're animals. They're not. They don't know what. They don't know. They don't know any better. They're just. I don't want to get a swab shoved up my nose, and yeah. And also potentially dangerous for the scientists. I mean, camels could possibly do something to you, and they see that you're being a little too aggressive with them, or what they think is aggressive. But let's hope that they it's just started, so we don't know very much about it. So let's just hope that they can somehow manage to stop it, because this one is supposedly, according to scientists, much more dangerous than the one that most people are getting at the moment. So yeah. Okay, so a little note. I don't actually know like the number, or what the number is for like the how dangerous um COVID-19 is, but according to this one, this COVID, or like kind of like COVID kind of virus, is 10 times deadlier than our regular COVID, which is, I mean, COVID is already kind of dangerous. I mean, but COVID is a little bit less dangerous than the flu, so this is probably already like maybe a little bit higher than the flu, which the flu already back when COVID wasn't a thing, the flu still killed many people. So yeah, this one could be dangerous if not stopped. But also one thing is that like these camels get that sort of the disease when there's a lot of droughts, and basically, and the reason why, climate change is climate change is kind of making a lot more droughts, so they're getting a lot more of that virus. They didn't really mention on how they get it, just because of the droughts. It's just saying that basically climate change causes a big factor in the fact that they could possibly get the virus and then pass it on to humans. And obviously these it's a lot of farmers and also cows, Just learned. Or camels can pass it on to cows, and then farmers are very close to. They have to be very close. It's part of their job to be with near cows and camels and whatever herd they have, so that they're gonna get it. And that's usually, it always starts like that for the most part. It always starts with like a hardworking person, just minding their own business, and then they go to the city, and they kind of infect a lot of people. But that's what just ends up happening. I mean, if it's not stopped, it's eventually gonna happen. So we'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't become anything huge. Um, COVID is already kind of dangerous at this point with this whole quarantine and shit, but whatever. All right. So basically, this one's kind of new, and basically, it says some British scientists found out that over 30 to 35% of people have a non-classical symptom of COVID, which basically means that they don't have your typical fever, chills, um, nausea, vomiting, coughing, diarrhea, like all of those um, symptoms. So one that they found out that could is very common is the COVID tongue. They named it. They named it the COVID tongue, and basically it's like it has like it's all white, and like not all white, but it's mostly white from the top, and there's cracks around those white, like basically just looking really old, and it's like it's usually bulged because of the inflammation. It's bulging. It's kind of like a dark red from where, not from the where the white stuff is, probably more towards the bottom of the tongue. It's like very red. It's the person also experiencing this, for the people that might get it, might experience ulcers around there. Yeah, it just sucks. So the reason is one reason to see this is that if you're going around the store, and I mean, I highly doubt it, but maybe in one of your stores or restaurants they don't require masks for some fucking reason. But I know that there's been some restaurants and stores that don't require in my area. And basically you if you see like a Karen there, doing, saying, nah, I don't want to wear a mask, I don't want to wear a mask, and they somehow let her fucking go in. And if you, I wouldn't, don't get too close, but I mean, if you were to catch a glimpse of, not only should you stay away from that person, but if you were able to catch a glimpse of their tongue by any chance, or see anything, not just the tongue, but like any other symptoms, just get the fuck out of it. It's just that the tongue is more, it's something that not many people know. Because I mean, if you see coughing and sneezing, you're obviously gonna keep your distance. So I just like to help some people out there. All right, I think this is gonna be the end of the video. If anybody watches this video, I would like to say please like and sub. You don't know how much it means to me when somebody subs. Now that I'm very small, so yeah, one sub means a lot for me. And also a like would also, and a comment would be very nice too. Just thank you. See you in the next one.